You see, there's three types of people in life. There's doers, watchers, and procrastinators. And in my opinion, a procrastinator is way worse than a watcher because a watcher has already accepted defeat. You know, they're comfortable with their lifestyle. They're like, you know what? I'm not really going to achieve much, but I'm going to watch people who achieve a lot. I'm completely fine. These are the people who love to watch celebrities, people who love to watch pro athletes, people who love to be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and just watch and watch and watch and consume. And they're comfortable with it. They go through the life that they honestly don't like, but they're complacent, they're content. They go through a 9 to 5, they get home, and they love to watch. Then you have a doer. A doer, somebody like myself, somebody who's out here taking life by the handful, going after whatever it is that they want to go after, that is receiving all the blessings from God, taking action with all the visions, all the talents that got bestowed upon them, and attacking life at 100 miles an hour. Then we got the procrastinator. The procrastinator is the worst one. The reason why the procrastinator does not succeed in life is because they have skills, they have talent, they have visions, they have things that were God given, but they are petrified to take action. All right, they allow all these negative thoughts to come into their head. What if I don't succeed? What are people gonna say about me? What if I end up losing all my money and going after this and wasting all my time? These are the procrastinators. And I really want to talk to you guys to shift you into the executors, the people who are doing it, people who are actually living life, because you can't be the other two. Please don't be a procrastinator. If you're a watcher, that's fine. Keep on watching. I appreciate you. I support you. Honestly, you're the reason why the doers, the action takers, are thriving because you enjoy watching. Without you guys, we wouldn't have views. But I want to get the procrastinators to turn into doers. I want the doers to stay taking action so you guys can succeed and take flight. Now listen, in life, you're gonna have multiple opportunities. That's the good thing about life. If you do life correctly, you have between 70 to 100 years. That's a long ass time, all right? But at the same time, it's a small time because you only get a handful of opportunities in life. How many times have you thought of an idea and then months later, years later, you see, damn, somebody literally created that idea? That's because they took action. How many times have you said, you know what, I'm capable of doing this stream of income, and then you saw somebody that didn't have as much talent as you, but they succeeded? The reason is they took action. And the thing is, success, I always say, success is on the other side of silly. Think about this. If let's just give some analogies. Let's say you have two handymen, all right? One handyman is blessed to have a brand new shed. All right, this shed is fully equipped with all the hammers, tools, wrenches, anything that you need to be successful as a handyman. Then on the other side, we have another handyman that doesn't have a shed yet. But he's like, you know what, I think I'm gonna be good at a handyman. And he's checking online, finding some sheds to rent. And he's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna budget things out. I'm gonna afford this shed. And okay, how much do the tools cost? I'm gonna get the tools, and then after that, I'm gonna handle my marketing. The guy with the new shed, he has all these tools, but what he's thinking is, you know what is my family gonna think of me of just being a handyman? Well, you know what? What if I spend all this money for marketing and nobody even needs their toilet fixed? What if nobody needs me to paint their house? What if nobody needs all this stuff? Meanwhile, the guy who's looking for the rental shed, who's understanding what he can do, outlining his plan of attacking, is attacking, ends up to be a millionaire and handyman. Ends up, doing all kind of stuff on his own, opening up, multiple locations, and he's off killing it. Then we got the procrastinator that was blessed with all the tools, all the talent in the world, but just sat there and allowed their thoughts to overwhelm them, these negative actions to take hold of them. I mean, if you really think about it, your life that you want to live starts in your mind. All right, so limiting beliefs are going to limit the ability for you to actually take control of your life. All right, and it all starts with your mind, because the thing is, I can give you guys so many playbooks on how to make money. I can give you multiple streams of income. I can tell you about real estate. I can tell you about investing. I can tell you about starting a service-based business, a tech company. There's so many different ways to actually make money. But the thing is, if you don't have that mindset, if you don't have the abundance to take action and understand that you can achieve whatever you want in life if you just take action. If you have limiting beliefs, all of that's going to be pointless. It's basically going to be like having a huge encyclopedia with, all this information on how to do something. But if you don't take that information and attack, you're going to be wasting your time. So we want to stop procrastinating and take action, all right? Because the thing is, when you take action in life, when you put that step forward, it's the daily deposits that are going to lead you to success, all right? So gradual efforts lead into sudden success. All right, I always talk about this. We don't want instant success. We don't want success overnight because that's usually not sustainable. But when you take your time to build something, you lay your foundation, your hard work, your efforts, your motivation, your grind, this is going to lead to success. Every day we're stacking wins, we're stacking wins, we're stacking wins. We're not worried about the naysayers. We're not worried about what could possibly go wrong, because the thing is, things are always going to go wrong. That's the beauty about life, is your ability to problem solve, your ability to pivot and turn and understand how I can maneuver in order to have success is what's going to propel you. See, those who are watchers, they're petrified of that, but they understand that and they're comfortable with it. They're like, you know what, that's for me. Oh, that's too much for me. Oh, you waking up at 6 a.m. and you're doing all these meetings and you're working hard and you're doing this, that, and the third. Nah, that's not for me. I'd rather go work at KFC. I'd rather go get a regular, comfortable 9 to 5 job and just watch you enjoy life. Because to be honest, I love watching it. I'd rather watch it than take that risk and do it. Then we got the procrastinators. Those who are like, you know what, I got the skills, I'm capable, but I, I, I don't know if I'm really gonna achieve success. So, and then you sit up there and you waste time, to be honest. It's better to be a watcher than a procrastinator, because a procrastinator, you're gonna waste time. How many times has a procrastinator sat up there and thought of a business idea, created a website, made a whole business plan, maybe even bought a LLC and never took action? You know how many people like that exist? There's millions of them. Because the thing is, they never get to the finish line because they don't take those steps. And there's people who aren't as skillful, who aren't as talented as you, but they simply have the mindset to go out there and get it. See, an idiot with a plan is better than a genius that's petrified. Because an idiot with a plan is going to take action and eventually they're going to have success. But you can be the smartest person in the world, but if you're petrified to take action, you're not going to do anything. We always hear faith and hard work is dead. All right. So I don't even want to talk to the people who out there, you might be locked in with your faith, but you're a procrastinator too. You sit up there, you pray to God, you're in a tough financial situation, you're constantly praying for him to get you out of your situation. He's giving you these ideas, he's giving you these dreams, but you're a procrastinator. You're sitting up there saying, oh, well, what if it goes wrong? Or you're stuck in analysis paralysis. Just execute. Hard work and faith is undefeated. Go out there, give your best efforts, and you can live whatever life you want to live. I'm serious. I'm talking to you guys from experience. I'm somebody who came from doing Airbnb, from doing Turo, to doing dog walking, working security jobs. And now I can travel the world, make thousands of dollars every single day by just simply my knowledge, my investment strategies, my ability to execute, my ability to take action, all because I'm not a procrastinator. I've never been a procrastinator. I've always said, you know what, let me just figure it out. When I opened a men's luxury spa, I never came from no spa space, but I said, you know what, let's execute. God gave me this idea, let's execute, let's attack it. When I heard about surplus funds, I said, you know what, I've never tried this before, but let's give it a shot. Learned it, ended up mastering it. Now I have a worldwide education company on surplus funds. I teach over 10,000 students this real estate strategy. Airbnb. I saw Airbnb. I said, you know what? It makes sense to me. How can I do this? I went out there and applied it. How many of you guys are like, you know what? I would love to have an Airbnb. What's stopping you? Literally, what's stopping you? Your limiting beliefs, the fact that you think that you can't do it. What if it goes wrong? What if I spend my last dollars on this and nothing happens? I'm telling you guys right now, take action. Put that foot forward and you are going to achieve success. Listen, I believe in you. You should too.